Hello, my name is Jeffrey Clark. I am answering the video essay questions for week 3 of anatomy lecture class. So the first thing I wanted us to talk about was to draw out and diagram a rule of 9 when assessing burns diagram. So this is my diagram right here. It's explaining the different body parts and the percentages that we should expect on covering an estimation of the body covered by burns. So as you can see, the head and neck is around 9% of the body if front and anterior and posteriorly. For the upper limbs, you get the anterior side is 9%, the posterior side is 9%. That's why that says 18% there. Then we have the chest and upper back, which is 9% on the anterior and posterior side combined. You also have the stomach and lower abdomen and lower back region, which is the same combined, which is about 9% of your body. Then you also have the genitalia, which is about 1% to make it an even 100% in total. But then you have each lower limb, anterior and posteriorly combined are 18%. Otherwise, the anterior side is 9% and the posterior side is 9%. So we have a couple questions that are asking the so like to calculate the amount of percentage covered from a burn. So the first part for question part A, it says the entire posterior trunk and buttocks. So I estimated that out to be about 18%. So if you take that, you know that it is around 18%. The section B, the entire lower limb in total was about 18% to 19% if you include genitalia in that, or that area. Then you have part C, which is the entire front of the left upper limb. So the left upper limb, it'd be about 9% because only one side of your upper limb is 9%. So, and then the second question is asking is like, you go to the beach to swim on an extremely hot, sunny summer afternoon. We're to describe 2 ways in which our integumentary system acts to preserve homeostasis during your outing. So the first thing that it does is when you overheat due to intense sun exposure, our integumentary system will excrete sweat from our pores to cool us off and to prevent us from overheating. And that's a system of balancing from if we get too hot, our organs can fail, so our body is cooling us down before that gets to that point. The second thing it does is it can actually produce more concentrations the longer you're exposed, and the more consistently you're exposed to the sun. It produces more melanocytes in your integumentary system, which are like the darker brown spots if you're ethnically white. You get these browner spots that'll pop up like freckles. These are called melanocytes. For me. So yeah, that's just 2 ways that the body is holding homeostasis. So the thing about melanocytes I forgot to mention is that it helps protect against UV radiation and too much sun exposure to our bodies. So it's preventing the sun from getting too deep and affecting too deep and hurting and like causing radiation to mutate. But yeah, that's what our bodies can do, just 2 examples. So thank you so much.